All right, good morning, everybody. This is Rebecca from Balance You Clinic. I'm here at my house in my little study room, and thought I would share our 18 forms that we have been going over for this autumn season. All right, here we go. So let's just start with just a little bit of a warm up, just to kind of ground ourselves down. So first off, just bring your hands to your lower dantian. That's about 2 inches below the belly button. And if you want to, you can measure your feet so that your hip width distance apart. And so you should measure by your own foot. And that kind of shows you how to do that. So hopefully you saw that in your feet. Or you can do 2 fist distance. So stay in a nice Wuji stance. So it's a soft stance. Knees are softened. Abs are in. Pelvic. It's a little bit of tilt. Shoulder blades back and down. And then just close your eyes and just take a few long, deep breaths in and then out. Rooting down into your feet. Just taking this moment to ground down, to set maybe a little bit of an intention for yourself. This is the set that we've chosen for the autumn or the fall. In Chinese medicine, the fall and the autumn time of the year is the organs of the lungs and the large intestine. Symbolically, it's about receiving spirit or receiving life, and then letting go of what doesn't serve you anymore through the large intestine. So it's about clarity, it's about discernment. So all of these things come into play right before we're getting ready to go into the most yin part of the year, which is the winter, and that's for intercontemplation. So we'll get into that when we do that set. So now that we're kind of grounded down, let's go ahead and breathe in, fan the arms out. Breathing in whatever it is that you can think of at this moment of what you would like to let go of, just as if you're picking all of that up. Normal long breaths in and then out. And then as your hands gather at the center, pressing and clearing through the body what that is that you would like to let go of. Imagining clearing out each little vertebrae space, front of the organs, clearing that energy of whatever it is. Maybe it's a little anger, maybe it's a little resentment, maybe it's just frustration, grief, all kinds of things you can let go of. And just let that go to the earth. The earth is one of your best compost. And so, it can take it. So breathing in now. Breathing in, what is it that you want to be clear about? Is there a problem or is there a situation in your life that you've been wanting some clarity about? Invite that clarity in, as if you can embrace all what it is that clarity means to you, and you're saturating the cells, all 500 trillion cells. I don't know how many they are, but there's a lot. And so you're just filling each of those spaces that you cleared out from that first gathering of the chi that you don't want, and you're gathering what it is that you do want. Very nice. The last one, breathing in deep. And then you're as if you're sealing that clarity into your body memory, into your fascial space. I'm sure many of us have heard of the book, The Body Keeps the Score. So this is a way to recreate that scoring, that body experience. Very good. I just threw another one in there just because it felt good. Didn't even know. All right, and then bring in your hands right at your lower dantian again. for just time's sake today, we're just going to do the 18 forms. So if you want to pause this video and do a little warm up, a little shaky shake stuff, you can do so. And then we're going to go ahead and dive right into the first form. So the first form is much like the beginning of Tai Chi set. So just checking your feet, realign again if you've moved them. And so what we're going to do is just a very simple move. You're just going to breathe in, soften the knees, dropping your body down slightly. Breathing in, come up with the arms, and breathe out, soften the knees. So I'm going to show you from the side. Very simple move. Breathing in, breathing out. Keeping the alignment of the spine long, and then softening down. One of the great things of Qigong is soft. There's no hardness. There's no stops and starts. It's just a very fluid movement. It's such a simple move, you think, oh, this is nothing. But really feel into it. Maybe even close your eyes and imagine what this feels like inside your body. But as if, and it's going to sound a little weird, but as if you have no body and you're just energy, which is the truth. You're just energy moving around. Some parts of this is more solid, some parts is more liquidy. Very good. Breathing in, breathing out. We're going to go right into the second part, second form. So we're going to bring our hands together. So there's these two very important points right in the center of the palm. It's called Legong. It's pericardium 8. It's a fire on fire point, so it's a way to create some heat. So you're going to breathe in, big breath in, open the arms out super wide, and then allow the arms to go back down. Sorry, my arms are a little cut off in this video, but you can get the gist. So breathing in, open the arms, breathe out, relax the hands. Going from the side, breathing in, breathing out. Actually, that's the breath in, so we're going to breathe out as we go down. Sorry about that. So you breathe in deep. Continue the breath as you open the arms out wide. Breathe out as you come back down. Very good. So breathing in. As if you could expand your ribs further and more open than you've ever done before. Opening up those armpits, opening up the inside of the arms itself. We've got 3 yin channels of the arm, which is the lungs, which we're working on, the heart, and the pericardium. So you're energizing the cardiovascular system, if you want to get Western. So you're opening up those big energy systems that are up high and opening yourself up. Very good. Let's do 2 more. Really enjoying this. Breathing in. Breathe out. 1 more. Breathing in. As if you're inviting so much grace, so much clarity. Breathing out. Very nice. Next move, you're actually crossing your hands and you're folding your head forward. Breathing in, opening the arms, and then opening back out. Again, we're still working on that cardiovascular, so I'm going to show you from the side. So it's almost like you fold forward. The arms are not touching. So breathing in, open out, like you just got up and it's just a big yawn, right? So breathing in, opening out. Teacher that I've been following, she calls it, it's like taking off your shirt. Just take that shirt off. Just that freedom, feeling space on your body. on your skin. We're definitely a society that has to have clothes on all the time, so sometimes taking it off just feels really good. You're in your safe space, so you do what you like. Breathing in, breathing out. Maybe soften your gaze. Again, imagine that you have no body and you're just energy flow. So you can almost paint this beautiful picture of this type of movement. It's like a figure eight type of movement, rainbow-like. Which is coming up next, so we're gonna have fun with that. Breathing in, breathing out. Last time, breathe in. Biggest yawn, biggest opening. Very nice. All right. And so the next posture is we're going to widen our stance just a little bit. So you could take it 2 feet distance apart. And we're going to have our hands out like this. Sorry, it's a little bit hard to see. But so your hands are out like this. And so what you're going to do is you're going to shift your body weight. So you're going to bend this knee really well. And you're going to shift and arch over you. So breathing in, breathing out. This is called dancing with the rainbow. So imagine you're holding a rainbow and the magic of that beautiful light, those beautiful colors. They absorb and they have all the colors of our world, right? And so you take those colors and you blend them and you mix them up with other colors, and then they make other different colors, but mostly just different tones. So that's kind of neat. So it's just kind of fun, but pressing through the feet. So as you're shifting, and then that bent leg is the power leg, pressing up and then shifting that weight over to the other leg. Breathing in, breathing out. Nice. Let's do one more on each side. Dancing with the rainbow. This big smile on your face. Last time. Very good. Coming back to center. Bringing the hands back to the center. And then shorten your stance again. So you're going to have your hands like you're holding on to an oar. So we're going to imagine we're in the middle of the water, okay? And so I'm going to show you from the side. So you're holding on to an oar and you're rowing a boat. And that's all you're doing. But you're keeping your back as flat as possible. Soft hands. And you're imagining that you're in this beautiful lake. And it's just so peaceful. And it's so beautiful. And the water is just clear as you can get. From the front, it's clear. The sun, the sky is this beautiful blue. So just take yourself there for just a moment and really just enjoy being there right now. How does that make your heart feel? Free, softened. Very nice. We're almost to the edge. So let's take 2 more big swoops. Last one, we're right there at the edge. Very good. Coming back to center. So now we're going to bring our hands in front of us. So again, those points, leg on, leg on. So this is the yin and the yang. So we're going to keep, let's see, the way you're looking at me, this would be the right hand. So you're going to keep that right hand out, and then you're going to draw the left hand back. So you're drawing it back with your elbows. But notice your whole body is switching from one side to another. Notice if you're holding tension in your hands. See if you can soften that. It's this exchange of yin and yang. Very nice. Keeping that moving. Keep it rolling. Feeling that exchange, feeling that whole body movement. Almost like you're in like the Matrix, right? It's like and that feeling of being able to be very like agile and not tight anywhere. Very good. We're just going to do a couple more times on each side. One on that side, one more on the right, one more on the left. Very nice. Coming back to center. Let's go ahead and just bring our hands back at our lower dantian just to kind of cue in what you've already started to cultivate. This beautiful movement of the lungs, the ribs are opening. Notice if you can take a little deeper breath. Feel a little more settled into your feet. Notice if you can feel all four corners of the feet. Just an observation. Very good. All right, so the next part of the set, we're going to bring, say, your right hand back behind you. So your hand is just kind of gently here. And then you're going to take your left hand and you're going to breathe in and you're going to come up. And you're going to go back up on your back toe, okay? And then you're going to draw that down and then switch. The other hand goes back. And then the other hand goes forward. So you're just switching legs. Coming up, coming down. And then you're imagining that there's some weight in that hand that you're carrying through. So that there's a little bit of density to that, if I can speak. And then coming up, and then drawing it back down. And now, if you can, focus on the hand. So you're looking at the hand that is moving. So you have to switch quite a bit. Very nice. And then as you come up toward your right, take both hands and draw them down. And then shift over to the other side and draw it down. Moving the moon, carrying the moon in your hands. Trying to decide which side you want to put it on. Where in the universe do you want to place it today? Have a little fun with it. Breathing in, breathing out. Very good. So we're going to come up to your left and drawing it back down. And then as you're going down, you're going to bring the right hand underneath and then the left hand is above. So this is a little bit, we're always like twisting and stuff. So what we're going to do is knot. So you're going to have this hand underneath and you're going to press. So the twist is only in the shoulders. Breathing in, coming back to center, switch the hands. Breathing out, coming back in, coming back in. I kind of said that a little funky. So breathing in, push. Breathing out, draw. Breathe in. the idea really is that feeling of steady hips, steady stance, and you can play around with the breathe in, whatever feels better. If the inhale is the opposite of what I say, that's fine. It's just as long as you're breathing in and breathing out. But idea is to think about this rotation through the ribs. We often very much get stuck because we sit at desk all day and we don't have that flexibility because we're so forward, and then what we end up doing is only moving our heads, and so wonder why our thoracic spine or our mid spine is so stuck. That's what there's a lot of theory about that, of that is where our neck and our low back pain comes from. It's not so if we can get more rotation in the ribs, we have a stronger spine all the way around. Very nice. So when you're coming back this way, I'm going to carry that hand all the way across. Breathing in, drawing it, breathing out. Breathe in, carry that over. So now we're going to sway in the hips. So you're thinking, how can I draw this energy over to here? And then I'm going to carry it over to the opposite side. This is called cloud hands. It's a very big move in Tai Chi practice. And we have to remember Tai Chi and Qigong are really close together. They're rooted, it started in Qigong from what I understand, and then Tai Chi branched off of that into a soft martial art and then became a fighting style. But the concepts were still the same, of this fluid movement to create power and to create Qi, energy, life force, substance, Jing. We can have so many words for this, but yet we still don't capture it, much like the Tao. You name the Tao, you don't know the Tao, right? So when we put titles on it, sometimes that can be very limiting. Another great aspect of this posture, because I really love it, is smoothing the liver Qi. And so a lot of females that have menstruation issues of clotting and cramps and tenderness and all of that stuff during their periods, this is a fantastic move for you. Practice it 15 minutes a day, especially prior to your period. See if you can get some movement, and so that your period is not so rough. Plus it just calms the mind, clears some of that aggravation. Very good. Coming back to center. Bring those hands back. And let's go ahead and go right back into our lower dantian. Taking a deep breath in, all the way into the bottom of our bellies. And breathe out. Very good. All right, so the next part, you're actually going to have one leg forward. So let's say your right leg is forward. I hope that you guys can see this in this video. But it's the hands shirt off move, right? And so you're going to fold forward, and then you're going to draw your hands. I'll try to back up. So you're drawing your hands and then breathing in and just opening yourself back. But you're going to lean back into that back knee. So that needs to be the soft part, or the strong part. This is soft. Breathing in, coming forward. Breathe out, open up. Drop it into that back knee, opening up your chest. And then repeat. Breathing in. Breathing out. And just think about what has to happen in order to do this move. You have to be focused because it's balance. Your spine has to move through all the movements of a forward and extension back. It's a very strong posture. So as you're leaning back, the pressure and the strength is in the back. As you lean forward, it shifts to the front. So you're shifting and redistributing the the pressure, the strength into each leg as you come forward and then come back. Very nice. Let's do one more. Very good. Coming back with that forward foot. Go forward with that left foot. Trying to mirror you. So, and then coming down and then coming back. Down. Back. Really getting steady in those knees and those feet, legs. Those are what carries you, right? The upper part is just the expression of that strength from below. You have to have the below in order to have a strong above. Sounds a little funny. Little Chinese medicine talk there. Calm mind. Enjoying the movement of the spine. Very good. Let's do two more. One last one. And as you come back, breathing in, opening, draw that forward foot back. Go to the other foot forward. And so this one, we're coming forward. So as you come forward, you're going to go onto your toe. I don't know if you can see that, so I don't know. But you get the gist. So you're here, and then you're coming back, and you're going to be on the heel of the foot. Forward, draw it back. But you want to still see your hands in your peripheral, so you're not pulling it so far back. Breathing in, breathing out. So this is much like a bird. If you can imagine a bird, I almost see like seagulls as they're coming up out of that water and their feet are below and their arms are kind of fluttering from side to side. That's what I kind of see. So you can take it wherever you want. But there's a softness in the arms, a softness in the hands. The ability to rock from the front of the foot to the back of the foot. Engage in the feet, your root. Two more. Breathing in, forward, breathe out. Last time. Breathing out. Draw that forward foot back. And repeat on the other side. So coming forward onto that back toe. Rock back onto that heel. Take flight. If you feel balance, well, that's a pretty strong balance one. But if you can, like, just soften your gaze, maybe look at something in front of you and then just try to haze it out a little bit so you're not so focused. And just allow yourself to move and feel this movement within your body. Very nice. And one more time. Breathe in, breathe out, and then coming back to center. And this one is probably my favorite of the three. And so what you're doing is, so you're going to have your leg forward, but you're going to push down and forward, and then draw back. So breathing in, forward, drawing it back. You can keep both feet flat on the ground, but this reminds me of being water. So take yourself to the ocean. Stand on the side and watch and be the wave coming in and then going out. Notice that slight pause right at the top and then pressing out. believe that if we can think more as if we're energy movement versus a hard case, right? Then we allow friction and resistances to dissipate. This is my theory right now. I'll keep you up to date on what I find out, what I experience, what others tell me. But just to imagine that you are the ocean. You are the water. Very nice. Coming back with that forward foot. And then let's just switch sides. How nice is it to feel rooted through your feet, but still fluid with your movement? And everyone, I'm sure, has been, if you haven't, you have to go to an ocean. But if you haven't, imagine yourself standing right along that water and remember feeling like the little, like right at the end, it just kind of bubbles. That soft sensation of the water bubbling underneath the sand and all the shells. It's a very sweet, softening feeling. Very good. Forward. And let's just draw it back. And then let's put our feet together. And we're going to wave out the hands, breathing in. They call it the wild goose finds its wings. Just going to do that a couple of times, just balancing out all of that movement. And then going back into your Wuji stance, so to use your feet again to kind of measure out. And we're gonna kind of let go of some anger. So we're gonna just let go of some stuff, right? All right, and so you're gonna put your hands into fists by your side. So you're kind of tapping right along those upper ribs, which is like the liver and the spleen area. And you're going to have a little force here. So we're going to breathe in. And then the left hand's going to go. So you're just going to breathe out really pretty, like fast. Breathe in. Breathe out. Two more. Breathe in. Out. Breathe in. Out. Very nice. And then release that. And then we're going to go into a forward fold. And you're going to grab on like you're holding on to something, right? And so let's say it's a wheel. And you're gonna go over to your left side, breathing in, come up with that wheel. You're just going to take it all the way around, coming back down, just making a big circle. Breathing in, coming up. Breathe out, coming down. Very nice. One more time around. You're just following your gaze with your eye, with the hands, and then you're going to switch sides. Going around to your right. One last time. Breathing in, breathing out, and then we're going to have one more release, okay? So you're in that forward fold. You're going to breathe in. Just let it all go. Breathe in. Very nice. Let's just bring our hands at that lower dantian, or your lower dantian, and just take a couple of like very calming breaths. Heart rate's probably up a little bit. Just allow it to rest and soften. And then even let's bring our hands, so bring one hand to your back, one hand to your chest, and just invite that softness back into the rin and the dew. And as your hands go down, and they're going to settle right in front of your thighs. And so I kind of think of this as like a puppet move, but it's this idea of shifting your weight again. So realign your feet if you need to. And then you're going to shift your weight onto your right side as your left leg goes up, left hand goes up, coming back down. Shift all that weight over to that standing leg. Breathing in, breathing out. Shift in, and then out. And continue. So get a little playful, right? Feel like you're kind of like a little child and you're just playing, maybe playing a puppet show. Just feeling that softness going from one side to another. Very good. I'll do 2 more on each side. And last one. Very nice. So the last of the 18 forms is where we begin. I like how that happens. And let's breathe in peaceful chi, gathering the chi, gathering all of that greatness that you just cultivated and activated inside of your body. Remember in the beginning of class where you were feeling you wanted some clarity? So be it. It's manifested. Feel it in your bones. Feel it in your spirit. And then releasing the hands down to the lower dantian just to refocus. We're going to end the class with this one more last move. It's called like an etheric cleansing, but what it is basically kind of clearing all of the yang channels of what we're holding on to and nurturing the yin channels that we want to get some nourishment from, right, and fill ourselves up. So first, hands back at the lower dantian, soften the knees. Realign yourself, kind of tuck your chin in, and we're going to breathe in, open, breathe out, back, breathe it in, breathe it out. Last time, well, no, let's do a couple more. Breathe in. So the idea is just to invite energy between those two hands, cultivating, energizing the pericardium, the fire in our body. And next one, we're going to come up to the chest, breathing in, open, breathe out. Inviting the feeling, the courage, the clarity, the discernment that this beautiful fall has to offer us. Remember, you can practice this all year long. We're just focusing on the autumn, the lungs, the large intestine. So what's fantastic about Qigong, it's very interchangeable, and it just all comes back to, where do you want to intend this practice? All right, so last time, opening and then closing. And then you're going to look over to your right hand, and your left hand is going to be hovering just about 2-3 inches. And then it's like all that power you cultivated, you're going to saturate those yin organs with. So they're the heart, the small intestine, the pericardium, and the lungs. I do know my promise. And then we're going to switch over the hand. And then we're going to come down. That's where the sanjiao, the small intestine, and the large intestine. Clearing out whatever doesn't need to be happening anymore. Gather again with that right hand coming up the left hand. Coming on up. And then switch the hand position. Hovering down, cleansing out, squishing out anything that you don't need. Let that go. Then we're going to look over to our right leg, and the hands are going to hover again. So we're going down the outside of this right leg, and that is the gallbladder, the bladder, and the stomach. And we're like letting all that stuff go. And then gather again as if you're taking some nourishment from the earth, and you're saturating the kidneys, the liver, the spleen, coming up the leg. Back to the center, and then squishing out. Stomach, gallbladder, bladder, big, big channels. These channels go all the way up to our head. They're the longest channels of the body. And then we're going to come back up the inside, the kidneys, the liver, the spleen. Very nice. Bringing our hands back at our heart center. Our stomach. Old yoga terms coming back. Very nice. So we'll end this class with 3 bows. So make a loose fist and the hand on top. First bow is to you and to sharing this practice with me in this old, ancient wisdom. Thank you. Second bow is to your teachers, the teachers of your past, your present, and the ones that you're just not quite ready for just yet. Very good. Coming up. And then the last bow is to yourself again, but it's to your parents, your grandparents, your great-grandparents, the lineage that created you as your individual self. Bless you. Thank you. Thanks for hanging out with me. First real recording, and we'll see how it goes. Thank you. Have a good day.